Good God. One of the good guys in the business, one of the guys,
Oh yeah,
he,
smart as fuck, man.
God, so smart and dodged those big bullets that we talked
Thank
about,
God.
So many didn't. And it
Yeah,
sounds like with his intake, he could have been one of those stories and
I
wasn't.
think you know what, man. That as I get older and I've turned back to a belief system, uh, nobody nobody slips through that crack unless they've got another reason, a divine reason for them to, because we were playing Russian roulette back then with an automatic pistol.
Yeah, for
You know,
sure.
I mean, every time you pulled the trigger, there's so many times we all should be dead,
Yeah.
but
It was when I was saying to Scotty before, like I was surprised when I heard about the heart attack. You're right. And what you said was really poignant. Like, so many got, like, Rick Rude was like 40 whatever, right? And
fuck it,
I shouldn't have been
Henning. I
surprised.
mean, look at fucking
Hennig.
Rude. Rude was shredded.
Yeah.
Rude was probably fucking walking around at 8% body fat, if
Yeah.
it's just
That's crazy. That's
but
crazy.
fucking it's you know you think a pain pill is just a pain pill, but man, it's like there's no different than heroin.
I know.
You're basically doing like do fucking do some heroin and then fucking follow it with a half a bottle of Jack.
Yeah.
See how that fucking next day turns out for you if you see it or not.
Yeah. No, I get it.
And I mean, I was when he said he was shooting 1580s. I took 180 one time on a fucking plane, oxys.
Yeah. Don't you have an adverse reaction to
Oh,
those?
and man, you talking about sick?
Right.
I threw up fucking. I was in the uh, bathroom with and on my fucking my badass knees over that fucking steel. Basically, my knees were in piss, throwing up for fucking 25 minutes.
Wow.
And I came out and it looked like somebody hit me with a fucking water balloon. I was sweating so bad.
And then never again, right?
I said, fuck that.
Right.
But every time I tried to take a pain pill, and it wasn't because I wanted to get high, I was fucking in pain.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I got to get out of here. I got to do my own podcast in about 5 minutes.
So let's remind everyone that Nevermore, The Raven Effect will be available November 18th on the streamer near you. And
Thank you
how
for-
about some appearances? Where are you going to be? Where can someone come up and shake your hand or maybe show you their ID and blow you?
I'm not sure where I'm at. We did all the pre-screenings for the documentary already. We went to like Chicago and Philly and Atlanta. Well, I live in Atlanta, but we went to the Plaza Theater. Remember that, Kev?
yeah.
That's where we had it at. And so just finished up with all the pre-release screenings, and now I'm taking some weeks off because I'm such a sloth. And
Dude, we deserve it.
yeah, I'm like, man, I don't know how I went put my body and my brain through what I went through. You did say it right. We all have PTSD from it, though.
Yeah, we do. And it's one of those things where when people look at you and they're like, yeah, but you do it all over again. Like, I don't just fucking just go, oh, yeah, of course. I'm like, fuck no, man. Like,
I
no,
would
I
make
wouldn't.
so many. I got people say, "Do you have any regrets?" I'm like, I got a shit ton.
Oh, yeah, fuck yeah.
Anybody who says they don't have any, I'm happy with how I turned out, but I would do so many things differently in the attempt to get where I got much, much sooner.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, thanks again, Raven. People can find you on the socials, and then they can come out and meet you and say hi to you then.
Yeah, the
How's
Raven
that?
Effect is all my socials are the Raven Effect. The Raven Effect podcast. This is my podcast. Well, we don't talk about wrestling. We talk about we call it adjacent to wrestling adjacent.
That's what
'Cause
we are too.
That's
We're
what
not
we're-
even
we're-
adjacent. We're actually perpendicular. We're,
Before we leave, did anybody see the Japanese photography of the Atlas A1 today?
I'll get to that after I dismiss Scotty.
Pretty frightening.
Thank you,
Okay.
Scotty. Again, listen,
Thank
I'm
you,
planting
Ed.
a seed. You should write a book.
Thank you
Okay,
for
keep
having me,
planting
guys.
that with you.
Thanks. It's
No
great to
problem.
see you, Scotty.
You too. It's great talking to both of you.
Love you, Scotty. Be
Take
good.
care,
Love you
man.
guys too, man.
All right. Love Scotty, man.
It's right there.
There he is. Still, we can love him. We
You
can
don't have
love
to
him
stop loving him.
here or afar or anything. Man,
I just really want to say I would like to love him long time, Joe. Ding, 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 ding,
I don't know if we're allowed to. Are we allowed to do that yet? We allowed? I
You
don't know.
keep saying you've got something for me. Hey, man, that's fucking Full Metal.
All right, who's in the house? Give us love. Mark Caps, any memories of the Public Enemy? I watched your Nitro match where you almost dropped Rocco before putting him through a table.
I know that Scott wanted to kill him. And then they weren't a good influence for Scott. I wasn't a big fan of theirs.
Well, it was more, I think, it was more Johnny, right, that had the issues. I mean, Rocco might have also. He just,
Yeah, Rocco. I got along okay with Rob. Yeah, they would. I fucking found them in Moline before the pay-per-view in a room, and I wasn't real happy with them. And I had to grab Scott and say, "Come on, man, we ain't doing this."
Okay.
So
Next. Ace Ramon, I read somewhere that Davey Boy was having contract negotiations in '96 and could have been the fourth man in the NWO. Was that on the table? And what was he like when he came to WCW in '98?
I never heard that
Never heard that.
in '96.
Was he all right in '98?
Yeah, I always got along good with Davey.
Okay.
He
I know
a
he was
funny
another
fe-
one with issues that began to overtake the in-ring stuff sometimes.
Yeah, he was a funny fucker though, man.
Yeah.
I worked with him a lot as Diesel, both with him, Yoko, and Owen, and Solo. I think we
Right.
did. I know we had one in your house match. And
Yeah,
we
he
were-
had that big solo push at that
Yeah.
time, his singles push.
Yeah,
Dynamite
He's-
was already gone. All right. Hi, Britt. Thanks for the compliments on my
Britt.
glasses. Why are wrestling legends who now podcast acting surprised about the low ticket sales? People are one crisis away from being homeless, and half the country can't even food shop right now. It's enlightening.
But you're not hearing anybody on this
Not on this one. No.
on this podcast. Not that I'm saying I'm a legend by any means, but yeah, it's like when people want you to go and do a personal appearance, and it's just like people don't have fucking money for food, daycare. They can't afford medical. I don't think they need an 8x10 and a selfie with me. Like, you know.
Yeah, that's a good point. Britt, no, you guys are very aware. We woke and stuff. Dom, don't forget about the Busted Open shout out. Oh yeah, they talked about you, Kevin. Who was it? Bubba? Is Dom there? Okay, so this is Brett. More info. Is Uncle Kev aware of the shout out he got on Busted Open Radio by Bubba Dudley on Monday? Gave him flowers about his power bomb while talking about Jade versus Tiffany.
I don't know. Bubba and I, we've always gotten along, especially that last when we were together at TNA.
Very good. So getting love.
We had an ongoing. We've got like some ongoing things where if we'll see each other and we'll we'll make eye contact and fucking raise an eyebrow, and it's like it has a whole different meaning between Bubba and me than
Well, you can't
Or- or-
starve us. You can't starve us out here with
Or
half.
you fucking we do the cigarette fucking deal, the puff of the cigarette. Like
You gonna smarten us up?
no, because it's no, I can't smart. It's it would
It could be detrimental
hugely
to the peace talks. To the peace talks.
Yes, it could start genocide somewhere else on the planet.